welcome into the BSN Avalanche weekly breakdown series presented by Headed West. Since 1996, Headed West continues to be Colorado's premier smoke shop and lifestyle store. When only the best will do, Headed West has the service and selection for you. I'm Allie Monroy here with BSN Avalanche beat writer Adrian Dater, and we're breaking down the Avs' upcoming homestand. The Avs welcome the Winnipeg Jets to the Pepsi Center on Wednesday night, the New Jersey Devils on Friday night, and then the Dallas Stars on Sunday. Earlier this week, the NHL announced that Captain Gabriel Landeskog will be suspended for 4 games, meaning he'll miss the rest of this crucial homestand. Adrian, what can the Avs do to survive his absence?
Well, Allie, typically when a team loses a top forward, they try to pack it in a little bit more defensively, keep guys back a little more, get a little more conservative. The Avs want to be a young, fast-skating team, but when you take a guy out of the lineup who's a first-line left wing, they may have to pack it in just a little bit more, play a little more conservative style, keep guys back a little bit more, not take as many chances with the puck. And as in any case, when you lose a good player, your goaltender becomes more important. Thankfully for the Avs, they do have their number one goalie, Semyon Varlamov, returning Wednesday night. Always pressure on a goalie, but probably with Landy missing the next 4 games of this crucial homestand, there is more pressure on Semyon Varlamov to perform.
Former DU captain Will Butcher will make his first Denver appearance with the Devils on Friday night. So far, he has 18 points in his first 24 games in the NHL. As a former Avs draft choice, do you think the Avs made a mistake not signing him?
Very fair question, Allie. Will Butcher was a kid from DU that we all saw here. He had a good junior season. That's when the Avs, he thought maybe he was eligible to get a contract offer then. The Avs elected not to give him a viable contract at that time. He goes out and has a superb season as a senior, wins the Hobey Baker Trophy, wins a national championship. So his stock went way up.
Yeah.
Now, the Avs did offer him a fair contract, I believe, but Butcher chose to say, sayonara, Avs. He went to sign with the Devils, and he's part of a Devils team that's pretty much tearing up the East right now. So did the Avs make a mistake? You can argue it, but listen, I think Butcher's circumstances changed when he won the Hobey Baker, and he can get signed to the highest bidder at that point. I think the Avs were fair. They also got Alexander Kerfoot as their own college free agent signing, helped minimize that pain of losing a college free agent like Butcher was. That said, it is a little painful to see those numbers that Butcher's had so far as a Devil, but I think the Avs, just did what they could and have to move on.
And finally, the Avs reportedly have some interest in acquiring veteran defenseman Ian Cole from Pittsburgh. Do you think this move makes sense for them?
Well, Allie, it's a fair question. On the surface, it doesn't really make sense. This is a guy who's 28 years old who can be an unrestricted free agent after the season, so that comes with a hefty price tag probably. The Avs are in a youthful rebuild. They're the second youngest team in the league right now, adding a guy who's 28. Doesn't fit that model. On the other hand, this is a guy who's only 28. This is not ancient, folks. 28 is still a pretty young guy. Defensemen usually take a little longer to develop, so they usually last better into their 30s than forwards do. So, I mean, if they could get him for 3 or 4 years at a good extension price, then I say, okay. But it depends on what goes back to Pittsburgh. But if it's something like a middle-round pick or just a scrub player, I wouldn't be averse to it. So we'll see what happens. I don't think it will happen, but there's interest out there, and he's going to be traded soon to some team. So why not us?
Well, to catch all of our game coverage, be sure to go to bsnavalanche.com. For Adrian Dater, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver. Customer service is what the team at Headed West is all about, from helping first-timers learn how to hand roll or fill a water pipe to sharing helpful hints and tips with longtime connoisseurs. Their staff is here to assist you. Check them out at theheadedwest.com.